that. You know, nigga had to run. It's like, oh, lady, get on there. Yeah, I'm finna see what Busby can do. I hadn't been happy.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Colts and the Texans coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
Yeah, it seems to be fucking a thing.
Friend Charles Davis in the booth. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait.
Which I don't mind a good.
Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs.
I don't mind a good defensive game, but don't make it to where their defense is awesome and mine fucking sucks. That fucking pisses me off. To where mine don't, you know what I mean? Just make it a general game, dude. Quit making the computer do stuff that I can't do. You know, that's what gets me, is the non-equal playing field.
The Colts set to take over, and last year's starter, Carson Wentz, of course, he's in Washington
Game,
now.
15 yards.
In his 5th season in the National Football League.
And this was a franchise that was looking to make a move at the quarterback position. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to wind up being a move that excites the fan base, though, because you're bringing in a guy who's been around a few years, but never really had any great deal of success where you say, here, take over the offense, and everyone loves it. It's a big risk, but they believe in their guy, and they're willing to give him a chance.
Evades him at the 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room.
See, I got this Jonathan Taylor's my halfback, too. He's pretty good. I ought to be able to
Read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And every time I broadcast now, it's broadcasting my voice, dude. But I don't know what to do to make it stop.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw. Busby. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. So, Charles, we talk about the new man under center, and he comes into this game with an 8-5 record as a starter over his first 4 years in the NFL. But the difference now, this is the first time that he's been the opening week starter.
Well, you certainly talked about it. You alluded to it. He's shown flashes over the last 4 years. Definitely been at this point a very small sample size. 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, thrown another 4 scores on the ground. It's certainly a limited body of work. But now, for at least one season, he's the man here. And it's the opportunity he's been waiting for.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's that time on 3rd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, Busby. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Busby. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
You know, partner, we talked to this young man earlier in the week, and he went on and on about how his experience backing up Derek Carr for the last 4 years put him in the position he's in now as a starter.
He sure did, because he went on and on about how Derek Carr is the definition of a true professional, and how despite year in and year out noise surrounding Derek Carr about whether he was a Super Bowl caliber starting quarterback or not, Carr never wavered, showed up at work, tried to unite the team, make everyone better, make himself better, and he said he wanted to be that same kind of presence now that he's a QB1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Busby.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We talk more about this new quarterback, Charles. What are the challenges you see for him taking over as the Week 1 starter?
When you bring up the challenges, let's go with what we know already. He's produced in limited opportunities, and we've also seen that he has a flair for the big moments. 2 of his 8 wins, they came in primetime games. On the flip side, getting to know the playbook, understanding his teammates, relating to them.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Tyson Williams, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Campbell making the catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The CD, you've got Manny Kahue calling the shots for this offense. His second year as an offensive coordinator in the league. How do you see his crew on this side of the ball performing this year?
Well, partners, you and I both know, and everyone else success around the league. Manny was a popular head coaching candidate for this year, but he told all the teams he's interested in remaining a coordinator for a bit so he can continue to grow in the job. As far as his offense this year, he's really optimistic about what they can do because he loves the talent on that side of the ball. And one other thing, Manny Kahuhe, a young, bright offensive mind, he'll be a head coach before long when he's ready to do it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. You know Carter Landry is on the sideline smiling after that one. Remember, the former tight end joined Manny Kahue's offensive staff this spring, and he has been a big advocate of getting the tight ends involved in the passing game.
Yeah, we remember him as a solid tight end in this league for a number of years, and while his playing days just ended, he jumps right into the coaching ranks. And I think he's a great fit and a great get for this offensive staff. With his knowledge and experience, I think he can move up quickly over the next few years.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a throw here, hauled in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Busby. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, yeah, that's a good throw right there. This is a big game for this man at quarterback. He's a QB1 to start the year for the first time in his career. And he's determined not to let this opportunity get away from him.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look this...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 5th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They give up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw on second down. Busby. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Back to throw. Busby. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Operating from the gun. Busby. And that going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he will get this to the midfield strike, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It's a gain of 6. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start by running the option to the right.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
2nd and 4.
Off play action. Busby. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from incomplete. Now it's third down. The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. Right around the scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
That's usually the hallmark of a good run defense. The linebacker was making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Busby. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Throwing on first down. Busby. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Busby.
This one complete to Doolin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, Busby. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and he is thrown.
I see the surprise in the face there, Carmen. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
His percentage completion-wise way up at that time. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there to take out the ball. It's 4th down.
As soon as he looked down, began his route. Someone on the defensive side worked with it and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Off play action, Busby. runs the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of down. First and 10. Busby. They're going right back to Pittman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down catch for Michael Pittman Jr. And he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the second round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns. All were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
To throw again. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. They look to convert on the lead with 3rd and 4. They've called this number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 and brings up 4.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive. Busby. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. And you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
find Pittman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The option to give to Taylor here. Down to the 42, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looking to throw on second down. Busby. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to consume him.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw on second down. Busby. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown. This game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete to Taylor. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
That's what my career defensive coach always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot in this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
give him 6 on that one. Touchdown pass, and his first one as the acknowledged starter. We all know the effort he put into all of this, the patience he had waiting around for his spot. Now he's taking that opportunity.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Texans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
the top. I just scraped it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby to make that up. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but you're still alive. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off the idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5 days pay, take off for the meal, hella value. Take off the false flag, take off the cellphone, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got Bobby Okereke, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Colts and the Jags, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. If you got to fight against that, they've got to come out ready to play.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. They're led out, Charles, by their new quarterback for 2022. And it was a bit of a rough start for him in the opener as he couldn't get the job done.
Yeah, you can't put it all on him, certainly. But he does know the scrutiny he's under because he's not going to have an endlessly long leash. They need results right now. So it's going to be important for him to right the ship right here Because this is a team that cannot start 0-2.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 83 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Busby hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. This defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. The Colts had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And right now, they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But if they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
Throwing on first down. Busby, a short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a first down catch for Paris Campbell. What a welcome sign for Colts fans who've been waiting for this guy's eventual breakout. Came into the league as a second-rounder in 2019 with almost 4.2 speed. Injuries, they've limited him to 15 games in 3 seasons, but the Colts still believe there's a star burner in there if he can stay out there for 17 games.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. From the gun on 3rd down. Busby, he'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a stoppage. And looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Busby, a short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Busby. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
his first carry. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, they're just... Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Busby. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
What's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. No gain. That's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. They run with Hines. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They run again with Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stay behind the line. Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
To throw on 2nd down. Busby. That ball caught by Campbell. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 85 yards. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the Colts coming out now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun. Busby over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
the middle. Here's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake. Busby. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off-play action. Busby. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Busby. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He was brought down by Foyesade and Louisville. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Busby. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Busby. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them.
Touchdown! Kiki QT. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are back within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what – clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Busby. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Busby. That's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And inside the before he's brought down. And now a stoppage was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Busby. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kiki QT with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. First down. Busby. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. To throw on 2nd down. Busby. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Oh, that's a big-time decision right there to tuck it and go, and he finds his way into the end zone and into preseason. As general manager, why do you believe in this guy? And he talked all about his arm and decision-making. Well, we certainly saw the decision-making there. Maybe an extra dimension that they didn't count on.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down and 1 less down to try and get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Busby, a short throw. This is caught by Cox. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Busby. Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, Busby. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Busby. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Busby. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So the Colts now down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it past the 20. He's got a first down, but they need bigger chunks than that. 18 more yards there and another first down. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Well, it took us until the final play to officially decide a winner. I know on the last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle.
I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Jaguars, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Many perks have multiple tiers, from bronze to silver to gold. The higher the tier, the greater the gameplay boost you'll receive.
All right, you're getting somewhere. A big game or two here could get some people talking. I'll let you later.
So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Stand payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Side through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we take a little talk up in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guys, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no bill. says, this a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't down. Round if you wanna, round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bozzy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof of, I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making no verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it better the Whittles peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Underway at Allegiant Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.